guys, so I'm here today to film a Colourpop haul. You saw from the title. So I ordered the Hocus Pocus palette. And then for me, when I order stuff from Colourpop, because I'm ordering from Canada, I have to order over a certain amount to get free shipping. And then because I really do like Colourpop, but because of that, I don't order from them often because it's so far away and shipping. So when I do order, I always order like backups, or I like hoard order. And my cart this time got out of control. So we love a Colourpop haul on this channel. I also was in the chaos that was the Hocus Pocus original launch. I actually vlogged it after sitting on the Colourpop website for nearly an hour, and then I deleted the footage. So I guess the world was never meant to see me ranting and raving about Colourpop for an hour. But I was on the first launch and I was refreshing the website for like 2 hours in the middle of my workday, and I was so annoyed. And then they eventually pushed the launch to the next day, and your girl was on her shit. I will say that when it comes to makeup launches, as long as the website doesn't crash, I am the queen of getting shit. Like, I'm on the website 15 minutes early, I'm logged into my account. I had my Colourpop cart built the day before. Like, I was ready to go, and then I'm like refreshing. I like to refresh like starting at like 5 minutes before launch, because I find a lot of companies put their products up like a little bit early so that they're ready for launch. Like when the Soraya Jade Cosmetics collection launched, I was actually the first I was the first person to check out. They messaged me and told me that because I was refreshing it. Like, I got my confirmation order and then I got the launch email. I'm a crazy person when it comes to, like, when I want a launch, I know that they are not always there, and I'm just the kind of girl that's like, you know, I have friends, they'll be like, oh my god, I forgot there was the launch. Not this girl, not me. I am on the launch and I'm ready for my shit. I have the window open here, and so sorry if the lighting goes in and out and the ring light gets brighter, but it's a gloomy day here. So yeah, I sat through the first Hocus Pocus launch. It was a failure. And here we are after the second one. So I placed my order on whatever the launch day was. I believe it was October 1st or October 2nd. I can't remember now because they changed everything on me. And so fucking annoying. My sister-in-law lives in Texas, and she also ordered. Like, we were talking to each other, we were messaging each other, and I was like, it's live at like, I think it went live at 1 p.m. my time, so like at 12:58 I was like, it's live, and I went through and I checked out, and she also checked out, and she just bought the palette, and this bitch got her order on October 6th. She's told me it shipped the next day, and then she got her order October 6th. Keep in mind, I finished my order before her because I messaged her as I was checking out, but my order didn't ship until the day she got her package, and it just got here on October 16th. Like, it took, like, I understand you can't control shipping, and like, especially right now because of the pandemic, everything's delayed, but like, why did you ship orders? Like, I guess because she just ordered the palette, they must have shipped those first, but like, annoying if you ask me. So let's get into this haul. I've been rambling. Before I start, subscribe to my channel. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and stick around because we're fun around here. So I got this beautiful box in the mail, and I will say I was a little disappointed that we didn't get the Hocus Pocus boxes. Like, I know the PR people got the Hocus Pocus boxes, and Colourpop normally sends out cute boxes. Like, usually the inside has like some beautiful pattern or something. Like, I flipped them inside out before, but I didn't get a Hocus Pocus box. I'm not sure if just some people got it, but I kind of would think that if you were doing the Hocus Pocus launch, like, why wouldn't you have the custom Hocus Pocus boxes to go with it that you also gave your PR people? Like, that's normal for Colourpop. They normally have cute boxes that are themed based on what their recent collections are. So I was a little disappointed about that because I literally wanted the box so that I could display it. But instead, I got this box. And like, honestly, there's nothing cute inside of it. What the fuck? The goal, obviously, was the palette. Listen, sometimes I see a Colourpop palette and I'm just like, there's nothing for me, but the Hocus Pocus palette looked fucking gorgeous. So obviously I got the palette. This is the unicarton. I've already taken it out because I am wearing it on my eyes today, but it's upside down. This is a unicarton. I'm literally keeping this packaging. It's so gorgeous. I'm actually thinking of doing like a collage wall in my room. There's like this little nook here, and I'm thinking of just like doing a collage of like inspo pics and like cute packaging on the wall, which will be A, cute for selfies, and B, just like cute in general. And like this is definitely going on it. It's so beautiful. It's embossed. It's like a little book. The little cauldron, little names are in cauldrons. And honestly, the palette does not disappoint. She's gorgeous. We love this packaging so fucking much. Again, it's like a little book. Names are in cauldrons. I apologize if you can hear my cat screaming. My husband just went out and she panics every time he leaves the house. She's his cat. And so this is what the palette looks like. I'm sure you've all seen it. My heart and soul belongs to this fucking, like these reds and purples. And I was gonna do that today, but with the red lips, I just thought it might be too much. So I decided to go for like this really gorgeous smoky look instead. I used the shades Hello Salem, Coven, Come Little Children. Let me swatch them for you. So I used the shades Come Little Children, Coven, which are both sequins, but I definitely think Coven is like a better sequin. It definitely has like more sequin in it. The color Wench, which like honestly is a really unique color. Some people were complaining that there was a silver in this palette, but it's not really a silver. It's kind of like a dingy green silver, which like kind of reminds me, like to me, I don't know why it's called Wench. It should be called Billy, because to me, it like reminds me of like the dead corpseness of Billy. I'm a big Hocus Pocus person. And the last shade I used here was Goodbye Cruel World. I did use Goodbye Cruel World in, I was gonna call it Billy, and Wench Wet. And like, I honestly think they're so gorgeous. I think this look is gorgeous. Oh, I also used the shade, I Call It a Bus. These names, honestly, iconic. So the shade I Call It a Bus is just this beautiful black with glitter in it. It's another sequin shade. I do think they're like a little overboard with the sequin shades in general, like as Colourpop as a brand. The sequin shades only really look good if you pack them on, but for colors like Coven and Come Little Children and I Call It a Bus, like these are shades you're gonna wanna use as blending shades, and so you can't really see the sequininess of it once I put it on the lids. So these would only work if like you're doing a full on like lid color and you packed it on, most likely with your finger would work best. Like the glitters in them are beautiful, but like quite honestly, they just fall, like they just kind of fell all over my face as I was blending, which is why I always do my eyes first. But I think the shades are gorgeous and I love this palette. I also like that the rows are kind of aligned as like looks. The only one I don't think you could do a comprehensive look from would be like this row, just because the glitter's in it, but you could still do a look there. But it's like very like laid out nicely. The colors are beautiful. I like the mattes in here because like they're not warm toned other than On Toast, which also is a beautiful color. Other than On Toast, they're all like pretty neutral or like slightly cool tone shades, which I really like. And like obviously there's like your berries here, which this, I need to swatch. Night of Frolic. It took everything in me not to wear this today. It's just, but also the shades are a little bit crumbly. As you can see, they just crumbled on there, which like, I don't mind. Look at that. That is everything to me. I will say the shades are a little bit crumbly. There's a lot of kickback. They're softly pressed, but Colourpop eyeshadows are my favorite inexpensive formula. Honestly, they might be one of my favorite formulas in general. They never disappoint. They're always gorgeous. Their shimmers are beautiful. Their mattes perform beautiful. Their sequins blend beautifully. Like they have eyeshadows on fucking lock and I love them. And I am obsessed with this palette. This is like this is my fall palette. Like I was complaining in my last video, was an anti-haul video, and I was complaining that no one comes out with fall palettes anymore. This baby is the dream. I love her. There is nothing wrong with this palette. I love everything about it. Like I have no complaints, which never happens. So we stand. Also like the packaging, chef's kiss. And then I also picked up one Lippy Stick collection. So they released 3 Lippy Sticks with this collection, and I will say I really hate that they released 3 red shades because like I know they wear red in the movie, but I I don't need 3 reds. And also Winnie and Mary's collection was like the fucking same. And then Sarah had like a deeper red, and like, listen, it took everything in me not to buy Sarah because like that's where my soul is. But I have so many deep reds, so I decided to get Winnie instead. It looked more like a orange based red, whereas Mary was more of like a blue based red, and then Sarah was your deeper red. I wish they would have done something different, like at least with Mary, just because like having like your true red and then your vampy red makes sense, but I wanted something different with Mary. Like even if they did like a fun color, like give me something like ghoulish. Like this was like a little bit like, do we need 3 reds? No. So it came with this lip liner that is called Come We Fly, right? Do we have names? Yeah, it's called Come We Fly, and it's just like, I'm gonna swatch it on my wrist for you. It's just like a red. It is slightly more orange toned. It's almost like a little bit burnt in the lip liner. And then this is the lipstick called Winnie. The collection itself is called Put a Spell on You, but like that's not anything else. So like, although I am gonna say this packaging. So we love Winnie. She's the queen. And like, can we talk about even just the packaging of this lipstick? Like it's so gorgeous. There's little spiders on the, like embossed into the actual bullet. Like this collection is flawless. And then this is your red here. I wouldn't even really call it an orange based red. Like on my lips, it just looks like a brighter, slightly warm red, but in general, it's pretty much just like a true red. So yeah, but I do love the Colourpop Luxe Lip Formula. Is like one of my favorites. Again, it's so good. This is a cream finish. Amazing. We stan. And that's everything I got from the Hocus Pocus collection because nothing else really spoke to me. I'm not really a pencil eyeliner kind of girl. The Glitterly Obsessed, like I don't know what I would do with those other than like put them in my hair if I'm like feeling Coachella. But other than that, I don't know what I would do with them. And then I don't think there was really much else in the collection other than all the lipsticks that looked the same. So then I ordered some other stuff. The first thing I picked up was 2 Lippy Pencils because I don't own any lip liners, and like I'm trying to get more into lip liner, and I wanted to get just some like super neutral lip liners that would match like my everyday lips. So I picked up the shade BFF, which is like probably like their most like neutral liner. It's like I would say it's a like slightly warm brown nude color, so I'm excited for that. And the other shade I picked up is called 951, and this one is just more cool toned. So this is BFF and this is 951, so it's darker and more of like a mauve tone, which is like right up my alley. I will say, I always say this, I wish Colourpop had swatches in general on their website because they never have swatches. It's always like, sometimes they'll have like eyeshadow swatches, but it'll just be like on one skin tone, and then you're like, okay, cool, that's not helpful to everyone. And then for lipsticks, they have like, sometimes they have lip swatches and most of the times they just don't, and same for eyeshadows. It's annoying. And then I picked up 2 eyeshadow palettes. The first one I picked up was the Sandstone Palette. This is just like very, I don't know if it's fall vibes. I will say when I got it, like, I just told myself I needed it, but then when I got it, I was like, do I need this? Like, I definitely think it's like less vampy than like what I normally wear. Like, I kind of feel like this whole first row is like a lot for considering that like it's all the same color. But again, like Colourpop's shimmers are just like to die for. And like these like orangey kind of like this terracotta color called Big Butte? Big Butt? I hope it's called Big Butt. Like they are beautiful shades, and like this green is really pretty. I think it's like a beautiful palette, and it wasn't that expensive. I do know that Colourpop got in some shit for using indigenous designs in this. Obviously there's tribal print on here, and I know that they said they'll be renaming some of the names and I think redesigning the packaging when they re-put it out. I think the major issue was with the name Pueblo, because I believe it's a name for a type of people. But I also think it's a place in Arizona, so I think it gets a little wishy-washy for, I believe this is inspired by Arizona, and like obviously indigenous designs, like tribal print is just like so widespread now and has really been stolen by white people. So I do know that like indigenous designs, like tribal print is like very in. I follow lots of like even just like not YouTubers, but like Instagram like design people, and there's like tons of tribal print everywhere, and so it's hard to know like what is and what isn't taken from indigenous culture because I think we're just so used to seeing it everywhere. But I do know that Colourpop did address it and they are going to re-release it. I kind of wish they had done more and like said that they were going to like donate the proceeds to indigenous charities or something, because the main issue people are having on it is that white people are profiting off of indigenous designs and indigenous art, and like that's the problem. So like put your money where your mouth is, because I don't really think that redesigning it and renaming it is going to do a whole lot. But yeah, I did buy the palette. I felt a little like, I'm not sure how to feel about this, but it was really pretty. And then I also picked up the Mulan palette. Okay, listen, I have been lusting over this palette since it came out. Since Kathleen Lights did like a smoky, cool toned eye with it, and I was like, ooh, it's so cool toned and so beautiful. And like, why is no one talking about this palette? Like, honestly, Colourpop just put out the That's Taupe palette, and to me, this is a better cool tone palette than that. Like, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cool tone shades. You have an actual taupe color in the shade Warrior. You have these beautiful, like, shimmery light tones. You've got this fiery red. Stop right now. Look at this color. It's so beautiful. This palette is gorgeous, and I've been eyeing it and not buying it, and then I think when I went to go purchase it, it was on sale, so it was like $16 instead of $22, and I was like, oh bitch, just put it in your cart. And we live. I love this palette. I actually wore it yesterday, and like these light shades are so gorgeous. The dark shades are so gorgeous. We have another sequined black in here. Like, do I need two? Probably not. I mean, like, even this shade, I find it to be a little bit more glitter, or like, I think a little bit more glittery than the shade in the Hocus Pocus palette that's red. I also think it's more red, whereas that one's like a deeper red. I just like, these shades are gorgeous. There's like 2 warm shades in this palette if you don't include the 2 shimmery colors. Like, it's your perfect cool toned palette with little pops of warmth. It's magical. People, love this palette more. It deserves all the love in the world. Also, Mulan's a bad bitch. My only qualm is that none of these shades are called Reflection, and like, why not? I also had the All That palette in my cart. I've been lusting after it since literally when it launched last year, but it was sold out every time I've gone to place my order, and it was back in stock when I went to place my order this time. And it's just like this beautiful, deep, perfect fall palette. I'll insert a picture here because like you need to see it. But as I was checking out, it sold out. So I just moved on from that. I added myself to the email waiting list, but maybe it just wasn't meant to be. And then the last 2 things I picked up are just 2 skincare items. First, I picked up one of their face sprays. This is the 4th Ray Fresh AF Energizing Mist, and this is just like a facial spray. The misters on these are really nice. Let me just show you. Can you see that? Beautiful, just magical. Smells nice. I literally have a full one of this in my vanity. That's called I think it's the Dew You one. It's like a hydrating one, but I just finished up my other spray, so I'm gonna start using that, and this is kind of my backup. I just like to spray my face in the morning before I put on my moisturizer, just so it has something to like stick to, and like really it helps it like absorb into your skin better, and also pull that moisture into your skin. So I like to have something like that. They're not that easy to find that are inexpensive, so I kind of like to grab the Colourpop ones when I'm placing an order because I do really like them. I think they're only like $12 or $14, so like not expensive, and we like. The last thing I picked up was a face milk. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this, but like I've been thinking about picking up face milks for a while. I decided on the strawberry and papaya face milk because this is supposed to be, let me see. It has strawberry seed oil for comfort and moisturization, papaya oil to moisture and replenish, and lotus flower which contains antioxidants and is known to moisturize skin. So it's supposed to be softening and moisturizing, like restoring. So for me, my major issue is texture on my skin, and so I'm trying to be better with my skincare routine. I actually just ordered a huge order from Yes Style of a bunch of Korean and Japanese skincare products, so I'll probably be doing a haul for that when it comes in, because I'm really trying to like up my skincare game. I think my skincare nighttime routine is like mwah, on point, beautiful, but my morning routine is lacking. I literally just have like micellar water, a face spray, and a moisturizer, and SPF, and I just think I'm missing something in there to control my texture during the day, because I always wake up with beautifully smooth skin. Like my night care routine is doing its job, but my morning routine, like my texture comes back throughout the day, and like I'm not loving that. So I got this. I used it today. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Obviously, I'm using it one time. I'm also not really sure like where in my routine I'm supposed to put this in. Like, do I do face milk and then moisturizer and then face milk and then SPF? Like, I'm not really sure. Today I used it before my moisturizer, so we'll see. But I will say yesterday I put a few drops of this on my hand and I rubbed it in, and then I felt that hand compared to like my other hand, and it did feel softer. So I'm just saying, maybe I'll do something, maybe it won't, I don't know. I kind of wish, again, Colourpop has tons of great products, but I just feel like they need more information or organization on their website, because like you just like go to like, I need something moisturizing, and they're like, here's 75 face milks, click on it to figure out what the fuck it is, as opposed to being able to like put in your skin type and then being like, this is what I'm looking for. Like I like how on Sephora you can be like, I want something brightening under skincare, and then it'll give you something brightening, whereas these you have to like go through it. I had like 7 tabs of face milks open trying to figure out which one would fight what I want it to fight. So we got strawberry and papaya. Who knows if that'll work. So that is everything I picked up from Colourpop. Let me know down below what you guys think. Let me know if you're able to cop the Hocus Pocus palette, and if you love it as much as I love it, because like honestly this look today is like giving me very Sarah Sanderson vibes. I know I'm wearing the Winnie lip, but like just like the smoky sexy eye feels very Sarah Sanderson to me. So let me know down below if you guys have picked up anything recently for Colourpop, or what your Colourpop faves are, because I'm always building a Colourpop heart, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!